everyone, welcome back. It's Moe, aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we are going to make some Highballs. This video is in collaboration with Johnnie Walker, and they have given me the task to make two of their signature Highball serves. So I've chosen Johnnie and Peach and Johnnie and Elderflower, because Peach and Elderflower are two of my favourite flavours, and I also just got new Highball glasses, so this is perfect timing. So we're going to make those two, but I'm also going to talk a bit about what a highball is and then do a little taste review at the end. So highballs are basically a drink that consists of a spirit and a non-alcoholic, usually a soft drink, but it's a carbonated drink of some sort. We have soda water here, but you can also make it with lemonade or ginger ale, for example. The biggest kind of classic in the highball world is a Scotch and soda, which is whiskey, Scotch whiskey, and soda water. So we are going to have that as a base, but we're also going to add a little bit of flavouring. And here in the UK, highballs aren't that well known, I feel. They are known for being quite popular in Japan, where you'll see both young people and old people drink it. And it's one of those things that is drunk in Japan almost in the same way as people drink beer here in the UK. You have it with your food, you have it as a just casual meeting up with friends drink, and just because it's quite refreshing. I really like it because it's so easy to make, but also easy to have good variety with it. You can basically design it to suit your own tastes. So we're going to make it with Johnnie Walker Black Label, and then I also have Peach Cordial that I've made myself because I like making things myself. You don't have to do that, you can buy it from the store as well. And then I have Elderflower Cordial. It's actually quite nice. Elderflower always makes me think of Sweden, because when I was little we used to make elderflower cordial or just juice from when we found it outside in the garden. I used to make it with one friend, and she had this lovely elderflower tree in her garden. So it's definitely one that has a lot of memories for me. And of course, they're also really good if you, like me, try to stay away from beer sometimes, because my tummy isn't very happy when I have gluten. So a highball is a great alternative for me, because it just means I can enjoy it without getting any tummy ache. But before we start, I'm just gonna also say, please drink responsibly. And I have measured out everything that I'm gonna use today, so that I have my measure of soda water, for example. So it's just making sure all the components balance out. You can of course do it your own way if you like more of a sweet touch or a fruity touch, or you don't feel like you get the whiskey enough, because of course you don't want to hide the whiskey, you just want all the flavours to come together. And of course, I am not a trained bar staff, but I got to have a little lovely chat with Johnnie Walker's brand ambassador, TJ, and he gave some really good and helpful advice and showed me how to make one. And I'm going to share 3 things that I took away from that chat, just to help you make it quite easy and to make it as good as we possibly can at home. So the first thing that TJ said is to have a lot of ice in your glass. It helps chill the glass and the drink evenly, instead of just having 1 or 2 ice cubes. They will dilute the drink quite quickly and also disappear, and then you have nothing to chill your drink. So more ice will chill it more and it will stay longer for you. The second thing he said is to pour your soda water at an angle. So if you have your glass, you try to pour it on an angle, keep your soda water as cold as possibly can, and pour it quite slowly, because that will mean that you can retain as many of the bubbles, so you retain the carbonation. The third thing is also to keep carbonation, and that is to, instead of stirring your drink when you're done with it, you basically have, and this is easier when you have liquid in it, you'll basically put your glass in, lift up the ice, let the ice go down again, and do that maybe 1 or 2, 3 times, and that will help you blend everything together, because if you stir, you will also lose carbonation. So I learned something new from this, and I love learning new things, so I hope that will help you as well. But we are going to start with making the Johnnie and Peach, then we're going to move on to the Johnnie and Elderflower, and then we'll do a little taste test. And if you're looking to find out the exact measurements and ingredients, I've put them all in the description here below. Okay, we are going to start with some Johnnie Walker, of course. We have 1 measure of that, which is 25 mils. Here we go. And then we're also going to have the same amount of our peach cordial. There we go. And then we're going to put our soda water in. Of course, remember to pour at an angle with our cold soda water so that we get all these lovely bubbles out. And of course, we need to remember to do our lifting of the ice so that we can blend it all together carefully so it doesn't lose all those lovely, lovely bubbles. And now we're going to do the thing that I am terrible at. We're going to do the garnish. So I have some really ripe and juicy peach. And we're going to see if we can put some of that in our drink. And also a little sprig of thyme to balance out these really fruity sweet tones with some herbaceousness. And there we have it, Johnnie Walker and Peach. So now we're moving on to Johnnie and Elderflower. We'll start with our measure of Johnnie Walker, which is again 25 mils. Here we go. And because the elderflower is quite a strong flavour, we are going to use half, kind of half, a little bit more than half of what we used for the whiskey, so it doesn't overpower it. And then we're simply going to top it with soda water. Remember to tilt again, pouring slowly. And we are of course going to do this little trick with the ice. So we'll lift the ice up, we'll let it back down again. So hopefully things have mixed. And for this one I have these little dried flowers. And it's a funny story actually. This lavender and this little flower is coming from a dried flower bouquet that we got when we were at Glenkinchie Distillery. They had a press strip and we got a little goodie bag, and the dried flower bouquet that we got is what I've taken these little flowers from. It's of course really lovely if you have it in your garden. You can either dry flowers yourself or you can just pick a little thing and put in your drinks when you're serving them. And there we go, Johnnie Walker and Elderflower. Okay, here we go, time to try some highballs. We're just gonna start with the Johnnie and Peach. Ooh. I wasn't expecting it to be this fruity and sweet and tropical. I'm gonna have another sip. I also like that I can smell the thyme, which just gives it this herbaceous note on the nose when you're trying this really fresh, really refreshing summery springtime. I feel like that's one for people that might enjoy a little bit more fruity, light, sweet, tropical vibes. Maybe a little like this could be a good companion on the beach. It gives me those kind of summer holiday vibes. Oh, I think the thyme got to my nose a little bit too much, but it's, yeah, very, very, very refreshing and sweet if you like that kind of thing. The whiskey is still in balance with the peach, but I would say you don't notice it as much in that one. It's not like I would try straight away and go, oh, this is whiskey. So if you are, maybe you like whiskey but you don't want to drink it neat, this could also be a good way to kind of approach it, I think. I know TJ said that he would pair this peach highball with an almond croissant, and I think that's bang on. That would be so, so lovely. Almond croissant, a peach highball, maybe it's a brunch thing, maybe a picnic in the garden. Very summery it feels. But let's try elderflower, because that's my favourite flavour, so I'm very excited. Interesting, they're very different. I'm quite glad I chose these. I like that the elderflower isn't overpowering. because it's more of a elegant, sophisticated, maybe a more dry style of highball. It's maybe a little bit more for, I know TJ said he would pair it with seafood. I could see it going really well with a charcuterie board, a cheese board. So maybe if you had guests coming over for a nice dinner, and then you could have some charcuteries and cheese board for like a starter, and then serve some highballs. I think that could be really lovely. And it's, I am gonna have another sip. Who am I kidding? It's very, it feels very mingly to me, because you don't want something too sweet or too heavy to then impact the, what's it called, your appetite for the dinner. So that's very kind of mild. I do feel like you get the whiskey coming through a little bit more in that one. So if you prefer to have a nicer, I mean, I like whiskey, so I don't mind when the character of the whiskey comes through, then maybe that one. I feel like the peach one would probably be nice for someone who maybe not even likes whiskey, but the elderflower really lets both the whiskey and the elderflower shine in a nice balance. I don't know, I don't even know which one I would choose. I don't think I have a favourite. I think today, because it's raining, good old Scotland, I feel like the peach just appeals to me because I just long for a bit of summer and nice times in the sun. So I'll probably go for that one today. Sorry, elderflower. But I mean, elderflower is my go-to every day. And of course, I'd love to hear what your favourite highball is and which one would you choose of the peach and elderflower. Please let me know in the comments below. But I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful day. Slán Skål!